Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about The Last of Us. We're going to talk about Bella Ramsey, and we're going to talk about how Bella Ramsey is telling people to not watch the show. If you hate it so much, just go play the video game.
Yes. And then, but they also, that they keep forgetting the last part of the quote, which was kind of like, but you know, if you watch it, you might enjoy it kind of situation. So there's a little more to the quote than what they're running with. But yeah, so you have, because it's never gone well when you have somebody out there telling people, if you don't like my hot takes, don't watch my show or read my comics. Or don't like the show, don't watch it. It's never gone well traditionally. And so that's going on. And while that's going on, there's a new rumor that Disney is apparently eyeing them for a role in Star Wars and Marvel. I'm like, wait a minute. You just got done saying that you were trying to go after the Gen Z male audience. You need to find a new property to bring back men to Disney, and because they've lost them with Star Wars and Marvel, and they have to fix it. So their answer is, let's go get Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey is the opposite of what you need to bring Gen Z males into the fold.
Yes.
Yeah. So anti-Viagra. I don't know what it is. It's just like, yeah, I shouldn't say that. She's like, what is she? She's over 20, right?
I don't know. I'm like, it's not even the fact that a lot of people have been complaining about Bella Ramsey and the fact that she's not pretty enough. And, you know, that you could argue that's not a very valid argument because, you know, so what? But there are other arguments that people have made about, you know, the franchises and about, you know, how there's been choices made that people have not agreed with. There's been changes made. And when it came to Last of Us, the second season, of course, Joel was going to die and shit, spoiler, because it was the second game and people didn't like the second game that much. So it's understandable the second season didn't do great.
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of it too, was that, like, honest to God, we can talk about this. I thought for sure that they would take a look at how poorly received the game was by casuals and be like, you know, this isn't going to play well to the HBO crowd. It didn't play well to the people who liked the first game. It's definitely not going to play well to the HBO crowd. Let's pull a Walking Dead and change it. Because that's what they did with The Walking Dead. Walking Dead, the comic was very different. I mean, it started out basically the same, but it diverged wildly from the TV show. They kind of went off in different directions. Some characters lived in the comics who died in the show and vice versa. And I thought they were going to do that. I thought they were going to be like, well, you know, let's not kill off, you know, Joel in the very beginning of and they did it. And I was like, damn. I mean, I guess it takes balls, but like, now what?
Yeah, but see, everybody wants balls back, and they keep wanting balls back by using vaginas, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
They're
very different.
So let's talk about Bella Ramsey, and God, I hope this Star Wars rumor is not true. I don't even care. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care if you have Darth Bella. I don't care. Star Wars to me is dead. The Last of Us to me is dead. The second game was god awful. The show is cringy. I mean, really, the second season's pretty cringy. So I'm like, who gives a shit, right? I think at this point, we have got to let this stuff just fall flat on its face. If the general public doesn't like it, stop propping it up. Just let it freaking
which is what happened with the Acolyte, you know. And it's like, and they keep trying to blame it on men and alt-right Yahtzees and a vocal minority, except it can't be a vocal minority when no one watched it. And I don't think people are watching Bella Ramsey enough to warrant let's go bring them into Star Wars and Marvel, especially when you just got done saying that you have a problem with those where you're quote unquote male brands, and you know, so, shocker, surprise to no one, join the force as female and trying to, you know, make it all women power was going to drive the male audience away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you know, I'm just saying. And then like, yeah, Bella Ramsey wasn't recently being like, oh, I should be Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
Don't. No.
So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
You'll also get a woohoo if you go out to Kickstarter and look for Geeky Sparkles Glow and Ghouls Retro Enamel Halloween pins. She designed these glow and pins herself. It's a really fast campaign because we got to get these things flipped and out to you as fast as we possibly can. But yeah, she's doing pretty good.
And here's the thing: they appeal to everyone.
I know, right?
Doesn't matter what you got, in your pants. Everybody can like this.
If you don't like me, don't buy my pins.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
I just be
I'm
like,
not stupid, but
I know. It's like, please buy my pins. Just buy my pins. Buy my stuff.
I don't care. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what genitalia you have or think you have. I don't care what color you are. I don't care. You can all buy my pins. I like you all. The only thing I don't like is if you're an asshole. Then maybe not buy my pins. But everybody else, yeah, you're more than welcome to buy my pins because I don't care.
Even if you are an asshole, buy our stuff. I just don't want to talk to you. We'll take your money. That's how.
Yeah,
that's how it used to work.
At least we're honest about it, because it was funny. Change this up for just a second. After the election, I've talked about this before. I saw all these people being like, "If you voted for Trump, don't follow me. If you're a Trump supporter, you're basically a Nazi, and you shouldn't, be allowed to do this, that, and the other." And then it's like, but you're having a convention. Or you're selling a book, don't you think you better tell everybody not to give you money if they voted a way you didn't like? Well, why would I do that?
Yeah.
You just got to say you hate these people, you don't be friends with these people, but you want their money.
Yeah.
And you won't be honest about it. And it's like, hey, we'll be honest with you. If you're a dick, you can still buy our pins. We'll take your money.
Yeah.
But I won't judge you. I won't judge anybody else unless you're a dick.
So there we go. All right, so this comes from IGN. The Last of Us star Bella Ramsey tells season 2 haters they don't have to watch season 3. If you hate it that much, the game exists. Well, people
that's true, but there's
hated the game
no season
too.
3, but there's no third season of the game yet.
They're saying there might not be a third game. Actually, season 3 of the show, they took the game, they're splitting it into 2 parts. But
is that what they did? Okay.
Yeah, but Neil Druckmann said that he might not do a third game because where'd he go with it? Yeah, where did he go with it?
I'm sorry.
Oh boy. So here we go. This is in an interview with Variety panel. Okay, so showrunner Craig Mazin said he's still getting bewildered by fans asking, why did you kill Pedro Pascal? Neil Druckmann did a thing. Everyone lost their shit. Yep. And then I had to do that same thing because he did that thing. I loved doing the thing. I thought it was great. He said of Joel's death on the Variety panel. The big complaint I've gotten is, why did you kill Pedro Pascal? And I keep explaining, we didn't kill him. He's a man. He's alive. He's fine. He's in literally everything else.
Well, they met the character. Why'd you kill the character? And basically his answer is, I didn't. The other guy did, but I had to follow the same story.
Yeah, they it's funny though. He's even making the joke that Pedro's in everything. He's in everything else. I don't know.
Everybody's saying that. And ironically, Pedro is in both Marvel and Star Wars, and it turns out that he's, him and Bella are BFFs or whatever. So, it wouldn't be hard for Pedro to get Bella in. But here's the thing, it's like people are getting sick of Pedro Pascal. Part of the reason I think Fantastic Four didn't do as well is because people are sick of Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
And he was never going to be a good fit for Reed Richards.
No.
But they kept doing it because he's Pedro Pascal. Mandalorian I don't think is going to do very well for many reasons. One of them being it's featuring Pedro Pascal.
The only way I could see The Mandalorian doing well, and I think they're going to go this route, is if they really lean hard into nostalgia. So like copious amounts of CGI Luke Skywalker. I already saw the one clip they had. I think it was from Celebration or whatever, where he's like blowing up the AT-AT walkers. And, it's really like a callback to Empire. And I'm like, okay, so that might get people in. But I'm like, most people are going to think like, hey, this is just another episode of the show.
Yeah. It's like, why do we have to have a movie of this? And also they're going to think Pedro Pascal, I'm out.
I think that's going to be a big part of it. Okay, so speaking to the award, it was a podcast. The award is podcast. Now we're just making articles about podcasts. That's where we're at right now.
We're making a video about it. So
we're making a video about an article. Well, video podcast.
This video becomes a video podcast.
Video podcast episode about an article talking about another podcast. This is where we're at right now.
Full circle, people. Full circle.
Ramsey began by dismissing the impact of season 2's online criticism. I tried to steer clear as much as I could, to be honest. I actually, if I were in her position, I would too, because there's no making people happy. Yeah, just for your own sanity. I would be like, yeah, let's stay offline because there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, the show's out. There's nothing that can be changed or altered. So I'm like, there's not really any point in reading or looking at anything. And people are, of course, entitled to their opinions, but it doesn't affect the show. It doesn't affect how the show continues or anything in any way. They're very separate things to me. So no, I don't engage.
But they do engage a lot, actually.
They do. Ramsey was asked what they would tell the louder critics of season 2 going into season 3. I would say you don't have to watch it. If you hate it that much, the game exists. You can just play the game again. You don't have to watch it. But if you do want to watch it, then I hope you enjoy it. That's not a terrible answer.
That's what I'm saying. What they said at the end, they keep cutting that part off. And that's why I led with at the beginning, is that they actually said, you can still watch it, but if you do, I hope you enjoy it. They didn't like say like, I hope you all eat crap and die or anything like that. They didn't say that. They were very diplomatic in how they said it, but it's never gone well.
It's
telling
never
an
gone
audience,
well.
if you don't like it, don't watch it. That has never gone well. And my bigger takeaway from it is, in regard to the Disney thing, is Disney reportedly is having meetings in the C-suite about the fact that they need to get younger men back. And they need to go to more, and they've obviously been taking projects and pivoting them back to center. And they're doing all this stuff, and they're going out of the way to do that. And they're pissing off a lot of people on the activist types. So it makes very little sense to me to bring Bella Ramsey into Marvel and Star Wars when they are out there being more of an activist-y type. They're Pedro Pascaling it like he's been doing. And also this character, the actor has not been very popular with people. With fans, you're trying to turn the Titanic away from the iceberg. Why would you deliberately speed up and we're going to jump it, and move towards it,
Oh my God, I would watch that version of Titanic though.
It's like Speed with a bus. We're gonna jump it. Except there's no ramp. There's no ramp.
Michael Bay's Titanic remake. Holy shit, I would watch that.
You need the man ramp, and there is no man ramp.
The man ramp.
Because it needs to jump.
Hey baby, you need the man ramp.
They need to save it. They need to save the movie. So they turn it towards the Titanic and say we're gonna jump it. You need a ramp to jump it. They don't have a ramp. They're just gonna plow right into it head first because they,
Okay.
With women.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I've got a new show. Okay. They tried rebooting Quantum Leap. It didn't work so well, I guess. People said it was actually
pretty that bad though. I mean, it wasn't as good as the original, but it wasn't terrible.
Ratings
I only saw a couple episodes though.
Okay. So here's what we do. We've got this time traveler, right? And he goes throughout history and he rights wrongs, but he does it in the most badass way possible. So he's kind of like MacGyver. And so that's one of his first. Yeah, that's one of his first assignments is he goes on to the Titanic and he fucking jumps the iceberg in the fucking Titanic. And there's whales and orcas and shit snapping at him as he's doing it. And oh my God, that would be so cool. And then he just goes back in time and just fixes all this crazy shit. He has to get to whatever he figures the perfect future is going to be. But then he fixes all this shit and the future still sucks. Actually, it sucks worse.
Probably, yeah.
Because we had it too easy. We didn't have any hardship because Professor Badass, that's what we're going to call it, Professor Badass. Professor Badass fixed everything. He fixed your shit. Or we could just call it fixed your shit.
Fixed your shit. Anyway, back to the point. It's just like Disney, they're so, they're admitting they got a problem, which is a shocker. Well, they're not even admitting it. It's the rumors are that they know they have a problem. They outwardly are walking things back, like they took out a lot of the things off of LAO and other things to try to bring it back to center, and people are really mad about it. And now they're like, we need a new IP, and we need to fix these IPs we have and bring that male audience back. Because remember, the force is female, except it isn't. It's predominantly men. Never really crosses over into the women realm. Even though women are fans of it, it's still the target
the man ramp to cross over into the women.
That's right.
Women realm.
Anyway. It's always
open the gate. I'm crossing over into the women realm.
It has head first. It has okay, I can't talk. Stop. It has a predominantly male demographic, and there were women are fans of these things. It usually skews male. And people, Last of Us was also another show that skewed male, had both fans of both, but it skews male. And a lot of people, like, they just didn't like Bella Ramsey that much. A lot of people did, and that's fine.
She didn't
People
look anything
It's
like
just that there's
Ellie.
a controversy.
Can I call her a she?
No, it's they, them. They don't look like Ellie. And people had complaints about it the whole time. No. They changed some things. I'm going to be a dad. And,
they changed that, right? So they changed that from the game, but then the other stupid shit they leave in.
Right, I'm just saying. And then they're like, "Let's go. We gotta fix this. We gotta bring Gen Z men and men back. What's the first thing we should do? Let's go get Bella Ramsey, because Bella Ramsey's out there saying they should be Spider-Man."
Yeah, so that brings. Oh my God, Bella Ramsey would love to play Spider-Man. Maybe they'll make Bella Ramsey a teenage Grogu in the Mando movie. Like Grogu gets a growth spurt and like goes into the little Grogu pod, or the hell they call it, the little bassinet. And then just comes out as Bella Ramsey.
Jumps the man ramp
and comes out as Bella Ramsey. And it's like, ta-da! That'd be funny. Anyway.
Now we need a T-shirt that's like the Titanic, and he says, "We're going to jump it," and they're like barreling down towards it. Anyway.
So apparently Bella talks to Pedro a lot.
Yes, they're like BFFs. And I noticed that Bella, from the first Last of Us season to the new Last of Us season, has progressively
become more progressive.
More progressive. And they're like BFFs with Pedro Pascal. Is it a coincidence? Probably, but...
Oh, I don't know if it's a good... I don't know. But they talk to Pedro all the time. And said, "Hey, you want to be in the next MCU movie?" Bella says, "I don't know about that. I could be Spider-Man. Tom Holland did a great job, though, so maybe they do need to make a new superhero for me." Andrew Garfield said was the only one they watched. It was the first time I watched a Marvel film the last 3 months ago. I liked Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker. I thought he was
our daughter thinks that's the best one.
He was, for me, Andrew Garfield was like 80s, 90s Peter Parker, because he wasn't quite as nerdy as he was in the 60s and 70s. You know, he was getting some from Mary Jane. They took that away from him too.
Well, I mean, it's easy to see why he got grumpy. I'm just saying, it's just not probably the smartest decision. Now, I understand actors can play characters that aren't themselves, but unfortunately, in recent years, actors can only play themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's be honest.
So, like, what are Bella's options? You know, MODOK. They had the Bella Ramsey face.
I did see that. I did see that. Yes, I did see that. So there you go. There's a role in the MCU. I'm just like, I don't get into like the whole people making fun of people's looks thing. I think that's, kind of crappy. But I also understand that it goes to the territory, like it or not, it goes to the territory. But there are plenty of other reasons, like people being insufferable or, really pushing agenda and stuff to be like, eh. I just don't think when you're trying to appeal to this new demographic, or not new, the old demographic that you should have kept, that doubling down on this kind of stuff or these kind of actors is the way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm thinking some of this, though, I think these rumors get started just to make headlines. Like,
again, it's a rumor. It was like my time to shine hello, so we don't know if it's true. Yeah. But they're, given the fact that they keep joking about the Spider-Man thing, usually they're angling for something.
A lot of people don't think there's going to be a Last of Us season 4. I mean, they don't have a game to base it on, but it's the viewership dropped off a cliff. So it's not just, what I'm saying is like, yeah, go play the game. Okay, they're not playing the game either, because Last of Us Part 2 was not.
Yeah, and basically the other day, all everybody cared about was Joel anyway, apparently.
Yeah, I think whatever female audience they had, probably were there, and metrosexual audience they had, they're probably there for Pedro Pascal, killed him off in the first episode or two, and then they're like, okay, that's it. We're not watching anymore.
That's it.
We're done. Stands are out. We're done.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, guys. Check out Geeky's pins. Again, Kickstarter, Glow and Ghouls, Retro Halloween, Glow in the Dark enamel pins.
They're for everybody.
For everybody.
Except assholes.
Except for assholes. Oh, you should put that. That should be the tagline. For everybody but assholes. I don't think they'd let us put that up. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
All right, talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.